I kind of posted something on Facebook, or not Facebook, TikTok, but I'm going to talk about this one more time. Then I'm going to talk about it in my meeting. But this platform, I don't feel is looked at as much. Not like the other one. This is my journal, so it's more private for me. I mean, there's people that click on these videos, but I get like a few views, and that's perfect for me. Today somebody came in and, you know, they're buying a truck and they're trading in a van. The van was a mobility van, and they just needed something that they could slide, you know, their kid in. And, you know, at first glance, you know, meeting them, I just figured disability, which it is. But then I asked that question, I ask everybody, you know, I noticed you came in with this and you're looking at this, what's changed? And the answer to that question changed things for me a little bit. They said that their son is not going to make it. And so they wanted to improve the quality of life by being able to go somewhere and go do things and go to places, which kind of ties in with my situation of wanting to be able to do things. But to know that, like, this is the plan. It's not like maybe or might. It's the plan. They're planning for it. And you know, when I think about a relationship that's ending, which I've had a couple. I've had a relationship just stop that I didn't want to stop. And for a little bit there, I thought that was like a death, you know, like you're not going to see this person anymore, you're not going to talk to them anymore. But it's not. Like, I compared it to that. It's not even close. At least to this situation. It got me, like, really got me. I didn't even know how to respond to that. Other than, I'm really sorry that you're going through that. You know, and it's work. I can't give them a hug like I wanted to. I'm not gonna do that. I know it's what I'd want, but that doesn't mean it's what somebody needs. And it just got me to thinking, like, I sat in a doctor's office hearing news. Like, you're just, one day, you head over and you find out something, and then everything changes. Seconds. It'd be like if I found out I had a sickness and I wasn't going to make it through the end of the year. It just made me think about, like, what I'm stressed out over and how grateful and lucky I am to have what I have at home. The time I don't spend, the things I don't do. It also got me thinking about, like, how information can just change everything, and all of a sudden everything becomes secondary. Nothing is that important anymore. Like, I walked around the lot and I think every single door was open. I mean, near the end I got a little frustrated. They were all unlocked. For whatever reason. Maybe the lot attendants moved things around to make the lot look better. They just didn't lock the doors, or whatever it may be. It didn't even matter when I had that in my head. And normally that kind of shit bothers me. Like, I'll just be frustrated. I might even say something when I walk back in there, like, geez, can somebody lock a fucking door? But no. I needed to, like the way I look at things is like I hear information, I run across people, things happen exactly when they're supposed to happen. Exactly when they're supposed to happen. For me, it grounds me. It's important for me to stay grounded because I start feeling a little bit better and then I'm floating again. My feet always need to be touching the floor. Because when they're not touching the floor and I'm floating, now all of a sudden everything's better, right? Wrong. It's not. It's the same. It's all the same. Except for I'm floating, so I'm not acknowledging the things. Because I'm floating. When I stay grounded, I can be more grateful. Being grateful grounds me. And I can be floating over some anger, resentment, fear, happiness, joy, pleasure, pain, whatever. I forget about the reasons I got grounded in the first place because I was so high for so long that I forgot what my feet felt like touching the ground. And then eventually I was just stuck floating. And usually it was anger, resentment, or fear, and drugs and alcohol that kept me floating. Shame and guilt kept me floating. I go through these days, day in and day out, the grind. I'll go to the gym once or twice a day, sometimes twice. I'll get real fucking busy. And even that grind can keep me afloat. Sure, it's the right things to do. But it's the little moments that my higher power, God, my higher power, puts something in my path that has me use a spiritual principle like acceptance, faith, gratitude to get my feet back on the ground, to be connected with what's really going on. And I'm grateful for that. I can get lost in a thought all day. I can get lost in an experience all day. Sometimes all week. Somebody can say something that I don't want to hear or I don't like hearing, and I'm lost in it all day. And I'm going through the motions. I'm at work, or at church, or in a meeting, or at home, and I'm still lost in that information that I got. Feeling discomfort. And if I forget what got me here in the first place, I'll stay floating for as long as it's going to take until that bubble is burst and I'm back down on the ground. Sometimes I don't get grounded where my feet touch the ground. Sometimes it's my ass. Sometimes it's my back. Sometimes it's my face. But I always end up back on the ground somehow. I really like it better when I ground myself and my feet are touching the ground, opposed to my ass. And so, I need it today. Because I can get all up in my head and all of a sudden now I'm just floating wherever. So I'm going to log into this meeting now and be ready for a meeting, which I need. Grounded enough to make it to the meeting. And hopefully then enough to answer like 2 questions out of the step work guide, so I don't have to keep saying I'm not working them. And get back to saying I'm working them. Because if it's just sitting in my fucking kitchen counter, I'm not working steps. I'm looking at the step work guide. That's not working steps. So that's all I got.